and stuff of information because I'm having a few issues. But yeah, I'm just going through the motions a minute, mate.
Okay, no worries. No worries, mate. I'll catch you on here. Just click on the link and I'll bring you in.
All right, my friend.
All right, bye for now, mate. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining. Richard, a stonemason, not a Freemason, will be joining us very, very shortly. I've just confirmed that on the telephone. And with a bit of luck, we might also be having a couple of surprise guests later on. We shall see. I just want to say at this point that I am not a medical doctor in any form or shape. So any information that me or Richard share with you this evening is purely what we ourselves have researched online. So I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there so that everybody was aware of the facts about not being a medical doctor and all that type of thing. So I hope you're all okay. Thank you for joining me. We've only got one viewer at the moment, but these things we tend to talk about. It's not just going to be about the old King Kong pox. No doubt we will delve into other topics as well, like we do. So if you've got access to StreamYard, then feel free to come in onto the live stream if you want to. All you have to do is click on the link, which is below the comments. It's right at the top. You click on that link, it will come up on my screen, and I can invite you in if you fancy to join in personally on the live stream. So we're waiting on, still waiting on Richard to join us. He shouldn't be too far away now. He's had a few problems with his computer, but hopefully he's going to be joining us shortly. And if I start going ooh ah this evening when I'm moving about, it's because I've done my, well, I haven't done my back in. It's not too bad, but I've been suffering for the last 3 days. I was moving some heavy furniture, lifting stuff I shouldn't have really lifted, and I've got to be a bit careful now at work. So yeah, not good. Fortunately, I do have a lovely comfortable bed with all the right support and everything, so I'm getting a good night's sleep. It's not keeping me awake at night. There's two worst pains you can have: back pain, toothache, oh, and earache as well. That's another one. 3 worst pains. So yeah, feel free to join in the comments. Where the first topic I think of conversation tonight is going to be about this new fear-mongering disease, which is rapidly spreading across all countries. We will dive into that a little bit more in detail, but personally, from what I've researched, the facts are that this is not a deadly disease. Now, for those of you who have been following the mainstream media, the news, they're putting this across, in my opinion, that it's very dangerous. Now, the symptoms and the incubation period and everything like that, you're looking at about 21 days in total. Oh, there we go. We've got some people joining in the chat. Hello, Anti Designs. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. Hi, Rob and all. Thank you for joining. Picking your wallet up. Picking my wallet up. Well, there won't be much in it if you... My wallet's empty, or nearly empty. I don't get paid till Tuesday. Oh, dear. What did you mean by that, Anti-cheat Designs? That's a weird name. I've not seen you on our channel before, but thank you for coming in. Oh, Ant will do. All right, Ant. You're not in any way. Yeah, there's not a deck with you by any chance, is there? Thank you for joining us, Ant. So I'm just waiting on Richard the Stonemason to come in on the chat as well, and hopefully a little bit later. I'm not making any promises, but we might have a couple of surprise guests. He's here with me now, but he's staying in the background for the time being, having a quiet drinky winky, just like me. Anyway, I hope the weather's good where you are. It's lovely here. I've only been home for about an hour and a quarter. It's been quite quiet at work. Oh, Antec Designs. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, that makes more sense. There's me saying anti this, anti that. Where are you from, Anti Designs? Or Ant? Where are you from, Ant? While he comes back with that answer, hopefully. Yeah, talking about the old Gorilla Pops. Oh, here we go. It looks like Richard's going to be joining us. Yeah, there he is. I'll just bring him in on the chat as well. Add to stream. Come on, this is so slow. There we go. He should be in there.
Hello, Dolly. Hello,
Oh,
my
my
friend.
word. Oh, there you are. I couldn't see you on my screen. I can see you now.
Yeah, here I am. Here. Hello, Rob. That wasn't symbolism.
Right.
That.
1 second, Richard. 1 second. Sorry about this.
Hello, friends. Let me have
I missed last time. You know, when you came and joined me last time, there's one thing I forgot to do, so I'm not going to forget it this time. It's your theme music. Cider vinegar. That you provided me. Something I need. I had to do it this time. I missed that last time. That's your intro music.
I don't sound. Do I actually sound like a farmer?
You sound like a cider drinker.
Oh, do I? Well, it's coffee today. Coffee. I am had a drop of cider. In fact, actually, I tried to catch slugs with my last drop of cider on my allotment because they're going mental. Slugs are, but they don't. Apparently, well, they don't like it. Slugs don't like cider. And I had a dribble of porter as well. I tried them on that. They don't like that.
Porter.
Yeah. I had a dribble in the bottom of a bottle. They don't like that.
I'm on the bishop's finger tonight. Not literally, of course.
Are you? So the actress of the bishop.
Yeah.
Give us a twirl.
That's why you got a smile on your face.
Who's in oldest David Yates there? Antec Designs.
Yeah. I've not seen his name come up before. Do you know him?
Oh, you're not allowed to join live, David. There's David Yates in the chat.
I know.
Hello, my friend. Yeah, I didn't get. I got halfway through making it. I'm having. I don't know what's up with this computer. All of a sudden. See, I reckon because I'm with Vodafone. Okay. We know that all these massive corporations, they're all intertwined, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah, of course.
You know, and I didn't watch this video earlier on, but I seen it come up in my feed somewhere. You do not own your PC, and you know they got all these back doors and little ports they can access and things like that. They can, you know, we know they spy on you, and my browser is managed by my internet provider. It's not managed by me. So, you know, I can't wait till they put send the internet down. You know, the day that happens, it's back out on the streets, mate, full time.
Well, that's going to happen. That I think that will happen eventually. The internet will. I mean, to a certain extent, they need it just as much as we do. You know, the elites.
Well, I think they need it more than we do, actually, Rob.
Yeah, yeah, I think.
And because I got a video. I mentioned this last time. I had a video. It's been up for. It was up for about a week short of 2 years. Who is Bill Gates? And after almost 2 years was up, they took it off because of medical misinformation. So something's happened within like the space of that superseded any medical advice that had come out in the previous 2 years. So they may have introduced something new that was mentioned in this video. It was by Corbett Report, I think. And but I was on a strike, and they say, oh, we appreciate you may not have known that you made an error and uploaded this with medical misinformation in it. No, the reason I uploaded it is because there's medical information in it, okay, or misinformation in it. But they didn't give me a strike for medical misinformation on that video. And I know it's happened about 2 or 3 times now where I've been on a strike and they deleted a video because of medical misinformation, or cyberbullying was one, because I was bullying paedophiles, apparently. But they didn't give me a strike. And I know David mentioned this. It might have been in a phone conversation, or it might have been in a video, or it might have been the online. Is when they gave him his big channel back. Why did they give him his big channel back? The possibility is that they want to keep an eye on the likes of you, me, David.
Yeah, that's a good point. They're in like a little plan, don't
they? They need to be able to track and trace for your IPN number, your internet's ISPN number. So it's sort of, we're the enemy. We're the enemy. We're their enemy. The enemy of lies. We are. Eh?
And asked me about 5 minutes ago, like in view of the theme of the topic, or the main topic, about the old new virus that's going around. This is especially for you, Ant.
Here we come, walk down the street, get funniest words from everyone we meet. People say we monkey around.
I can't play too much of that because otherwise I'll get a thingy bob strike.
A thingy bob.
That was especially for Andy. He requested that. He said you should play that, so I just have.
Was that?
I try and do what I can.
Yeah, I've got. Let me just right. You see, I was making a video, but I'm having massive problems with my video making machine, my editing machine, and it is a Microsoft one. And I've just got an eerie feeling that I've been infiltrated somehow, because things they're just not playing. But give me the screen share, Rob.
1 second.
I might have to.
Oh, it hasn't come up yet.
Yeah,
it's just you and me on there. I'm holding.
Yeah.
Hi, David. Sorry you can't join us tonight, my friend. I was sort of hoping you were going to be one of my surprise guests tonight. I did say that at the beginning. Oh, there we go.
Now, Rob.
Yeah, I'm just clicking on it now.
You see it?
There we go. Yeah.
There's quite a few things to do with the old this. Is it coincidence?
Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Oh, David says, yeah. Wife says that you suit the beard, Rich.
Oh, do I?
Well, that's right. That's what Debbie says.
Unshare me now.
Debbie.
Unshare me now, Rob.
Okay, 1 second.
See, this is why you should join the team, Rob. Let me join your team and you join my team, because I don't have to say, we don't have to go through this. I just say, Rob, I'm going to share my screen and I can share it. This is what being part of the team is. And I sent you an invite.
Right. So where would that be on those settings?
No, I sent you it to your email address, and all you got to do is click the link. My team, you can have one guest member that you don't have to pay for. You can have a team of 2. It don't cost you anything. But rather than me saying, "Oh, let me share my screen, Rob," or me saying,
you can just do it yourself.
Yeah, or I don't have to wait for you to.
Right. Well, I won't do that right now because obviously I'll have to come out of this to go into my email.
But it's a thing. Well, later on, I might even run through it if you do the screen share. I'll just run through. Should be able to go live in a week.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to get. I like chat. I'm not into texting. For me is it's long-winded. No, I like chatting. I like seeing people's faces.
Yeah.
Thanks for the beard is. I was going to shave it off.
You like seeing my face, Richard? You like seeing my face?
Some of it.
I might grow a beard, just like now that Debbie says she likes your beard. I think I'm going to grow one.
Yeah.
Mine won't be so gray as yours, though.
Well, yours probably won't be white either.
Actually, listen. I started going grey at 21. Look at that.
Yeah, you've gone bald as well on the top.
You bastard.
You have. You've got a bald spot.
Have I?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, right just there.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that's old age for you, isn't it? Never mind. Yeah. Anyway, Rich, before you joined me, I was just briefly talking about the this new fear mongering that's going around.
Yeah.
And I was saying that the media are really playing it big, like it's spreading very fastly, very quickly in other countries, and they're making it to be a deadly disease. Now, the research I've done, and I'm sure you've done a bit of research on it.
No.
From what I've seen, it's mild. It's not nice. It's not pleasant, but the symptoms are like the headache, maybe a bit of nausea, temperature. Then you come out in a rash, and then you come out in these bubbles.
Bubbles. Bubbles. That was Michael Jackson's chimp's name, wasn't it? Bubbles.
Yes,
wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Bubbles.
Yeah, hey, that could have been. You know how the elite have got to tell us things that are going to be happening.
Yeah.
Thinking back, mate, that could be. Yeah, bubbles.
Bubbles.
Monkey.
Oh,
bubbles.
Rob, I got a request.
Yeah.
I got a request. Now, firstly, the question: who named the elite? The elite, because you know what elite means, don't you? The elite means like the best, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
La creme de la creme.
Absolutely. So who named the elite? The elite, was it the likes of you and me, or was it
themselves that named it?
It was themselves. So please don't call them elite. Don't feed the beast. They're not the elite.
Call them that because that's what they're known as.
Yeah, they're also known as cockroach. They're known as a lot of things, Rob. Elite, they flipping well ain't. They're not elite. They're the low. They're the bottom of the barrel. They're cockroaches. Simeon.
I couldn't agree more.
So, we got to stop calling them elite because that's what they're not. They're only elite because they call themselves elite.
Slap my wrist. Go on, give it a slap.
I'll hold it.
Go on, there you go. Give it a slap.
That was a bit gender neutral, wasn't it?
Oh,
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
and a little teapot. But yeah, stop. They're not elite. They're the total opposite of elite. And I was digging away. I was at the allotment today, and I thought. I sat down and having a cup of coffee and a cigarette in that blazing sun, and it just dawned on me: don't feed the beast. Out of the blue, it was like, don't feed the beast. They called them, and these things are put out like like the elite. Who called them the elite? They call themselves the elite.
Yeah.
And E-L is God, E-L, light, L-I-T-E, light, L, God light, Lucifer.
Yeah.
Elite. All these words, mate. And I think, you dirty, dirty swines. They're dirty. Honestly, they're the bottom. They're not even dregs, mate. So we got to stop calling them elite.
The sad thing is, mate, that I would say probably 75% of the population aren't even aware that these people exist. They know about the problems and they see what's going on, and then they know that there's something evil behind it, but they're not aware of who's causing it and why.
Well, not a lot of them are really interested either, Rob.
Well, there's that. Yeah, there's that as well.
They're not interested. They're not interested. Oh, I'll do it when that happens. Yeah, right. Call.
Does he want me to give him a ring? Let me just give him a ring, maybe. Let's have a look. See if he wants to start. So I can put his voice onto the line.
Get Dave in for a chat.
Yeah. I'll give him a ring now.
But I said this? I might have said this in our last live stream, but I said been saying this for years and years and years. It was when I'm calling you.
Oh no. Come on. It's on the voicemail.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't want to come on because he might get angry. Honestly.
Well, he sent me a text. I'm going to read the text. I'm sure he won't mind. I'm going to read the text he sent me the other evening. Hang on. I'm on the wrong thing here. Text messages. Here we go. David said, well, I was actually speaking to David regarding the ban that was lifted off him. He said he's got a YouTube ban for asking people not to have the old in the arm,
Oh, holiday?
Holiday? Yeah, holiday, yeah, the vacation.
Yeah.
And I said, oh dear, I assume you're referring to what's something called on the NASA rocket that takes it up off the floor? Oh, here we go. Hello, David.
Who's that now?
Hello, Dave. You okay?
Who am I talking to here?
It's Rob.
Rob, right, I'm here.
All right, mate. Yeah, you said call us. I assumed that you meant ring your number.
Yeah, well, he was just trying to call me as I was listening in anyway.
Right. I just thought because you couldn't get on here, because you can get on here, you just you wanted to say something maybe because can you hear him? Okay, Richard, can you hear him?
I can hear him when he speaks.
Right. Okay. Go on, Dave. It's all yours.
Well, I thought you wanted to speak to me.
Yeah, we do. We do, David. We need you.
So you had a question or two, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't come on tonight because my computer's playing up, and I've only got access on the little old Android device.
Okay.
So,
And
well, hopefully my computer will be sorted for Monday. So during the week now, I've got a full week of doing nothing anyway.
Brilliant.
So what were we discussing before now? Were we discussing the simian kidney cell cultures? Or can we not go there?
Yeah, you can go there, Dave. Listen.
Well, let me just clear something up, yeah. I did a short video the other night just pleading for people to think twice before they add, you know what? And I spelled it out as a JAB, yeah?
Yeah.
So then they took that video off, told me that it violated their community guidelines, banned me for 2 weeks. So then the lawyers in Germany, you know the group of lawyers that are sitting on the jury?
Yeah.
They advised me again to let them know that they were violating me and not the other way around, and that at some point when we get them in court we would sue them for various compensations. So we did that, and within a few hours they gave us the channel back and apologised, saying that they had made a mistake.
Good for you, Dave. Well done, mate.
we'll have to
Basically,
go.
people
Yeah,
are you there? Go on, sorry.
Go on, Richard.
No, I was just going to say this is quite a crucial bit of information, David, that we would all benefit from knowing, really, because
The thing is, Richard, yeah, if everyone does the same, when you get a strike and they notify you, if you scroll down on their notification, or if they ban you, they give you the option of appealing. So
Yeah.
you fill the appealing, and I advise, and the lawyers advise everyone to threaten them with legal action at some point if you feel that you are being intimidated, you're being bullied and violated by YouTube. I advise everyone to do it because it's worked twice now for us. So I think we've got these fudder muckers on the run. I was careful what I said then. I did say fudder muckers.
I keep getting swirly burlies. Is it just me? Like buffering?
What? No, it's not buffering on my end.
Yeah, it's only what I'm seeing. It just comes up buffering, and then the sound goes. So
It's because you're on Windows 3 still.
no, I'm on Windows 10, I think.
That was a joke,
Yeah.
Richard.
It's still on Bean Teams, mate. Hello, David.
Can you hear me, Richard?
I can hear you. Yes.
There's nothing wrong with your eyesight, is it? You spotted that bald patch.
Dave,
Yeah,
I'm
that's my
cutting you
all
off.
seeing eye. See, bald seeing eye.
Hey, Debbie likes the beard and she likes the shiny bits as well.
Oh, here. Come on, Davis. That actually, I've had a lot of operations. I had, I had forehead flat reconstructions, which is why my hair's all the way up here. And all to do with this flipping thing here. And the reason I grown a beard is because I got a load of shit here. So,
Richard, you haven't got grey hairs. You've just had it flashed, haven't you?
I'll tell you what. I've always wanted a beard, and as soon as I could actually grow one, it wouldn't blow off in the wind. It was when my hair went grey. So I've always had my beard has always been white. But when I tried to grow one, when I had dark hair, when I was like, youthful, I couldn't grow one. It was like fluff. And then all of a sudden, when I could grow one, it went bloody white. But yeah, fuck the bodies. It's an ill design anyway. I mean, look at the testicles. If you want, look at my testicles. Testicles. Who puts them in? It's the most vulnerable place you can put them, apart from your forehead. You want them in.
Mate, I can tell you that.
My God, you touch on some subjects, you do.
What did you say?
Yeah.
I say, Dave, I think adding an element of humour to it actually gets the point across better. I believe that.
Yeah, I missed that. I missed the joke.
Oh, you said about testicles on the head. I said, yeah, there's a lot of dickheads out there.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck knows. Yeah, David, you're crucial. Honestly, you're crucial.
Yeah.
You've got to get on here, because I do more out in the streets. I'm not shy or anything like that. I am a shy man, but I when the spirit takes over, you don't give a care about what the negatives, what people say in the street. Nobody's going to threaten me. But any bit of information that I learn off of YouTube, off of your videos, David, I don't, I know not what not to put on YouTube, but I go out in the street. The number of people that I chat with is it's more people. I reach more people on the streets and in the town than I do on YouTube. And eventually, when they shut the system down of communication, even the phones, when they shut everything down, what are we left with? We're left in our communities. This is why it's so important to make the best use of this specific, of having a chat, face-to-face little discussion, which is why people, if anybody that comes in the chat, just come on and say, listen, blah, 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 whatever you've got to say, because it ain't here. It's like, when it's gone, and we ain't got it for a long time. Hello, dog named Boo. A dog named Boo. Honestly, even if it's just an hello, an hello can lead to a long conversation. How many conversations have you had just by saying hello to a random person on a bus stop or a street? Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hey,
Who's
that
that?
sounded like his character voice.
Was that
What's his
Peabody?
name?
Honestly.
Peabody. Is it Peabody?
Anybody?
Yeah.
He's coming. You'll see him Monday.
Yeah, honestly, but
Yeah.
Do you find that when you tell people this information in the towns and in the cities or wherever you do it, do you find that they're actually taking it in? Because the people that we talk to, family members, one today again, we had to block him because everything that I was doing, he was sending me information to the contrary. He was finding stuff on Google that was making me look stupid. Despite the fact that he just got these headlines off Google, this misinformation.
Yeah.
Do you find that you are itching on with anyone?
No.
How I personally handle it, when I start talking to somebody, I can usually determine in the first minute or 2 minutes whether they've got an open mind or whether they're the opposite. In other words, they want to prove everything you say is wrong.
You got to end with something.
I don't waste my time with those people. I talk to the people that want to open their hearts and their minds to the truth. And I can usually tell within 1 or 2 minutes whether it's that type of person.
Right. Listen up a minute, Rob.
Yeah.
Listen up. Right. They played all their cards, all their major cards. Everything else, like the old. Oh dear. Everything, all these diseases that are going to be coming around, they're all, they're just, we know what's going to be coming. We know they've got, GWs and all this. But this is the thing, they played all their cards now at the last Davos meeting. They said what they're going to do. And we've known for 2 years about the Great Reset. We've known since 2016 about the digitalization of the human body. Now people know about the digital wallet, okay? Everybody knows about the digital wallet, but not everybody knows about the Great Reset. You just got to meet people where they are, and even if they're stupid, just because they're not stupid, they're just not informed. the Great Reset, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Just say, listen, that's all you need to say. Go away, look it up, World Economic Forum. If you have to explain that the world is run by organizations such as the World Economic Forum, United Nations, NATO, you know, there's a few other ones, I guess. Oh, the who are you? You know, there's 5 major governing, and you've got the church as well, Christian church. Well, all religions are under this cosh as well, aren't they? But
Yeah.
you know, the digital wallet. Everybody knows about the digital wallet. And the digital wallet leads directly to the Great Reset. And the Great Reset leads directly to you will own nothing and you will be happy. And then just leave it at that. Let people stew. Create curiosity. I learned this from a guy that was my mentor for Clean Easy, and he was brilliant. He was brilliant. He taught you so much about human psychology. And the thing was, one of the major things he said was meet people where they are and lead them to where you think they should be. So you meet people where they are, and if they sit in front of television all day and they read the newspapers and they believe this and that, they will know about the digital wallet. But the Great Reset isn't something, I don't think, that the likes of the BBC or the government are touting. It's a primary thing that the world is that it's the primary thing. The Great Reset is what everything's been about.
Yeah. Well, the ultimate goal, like you say, the digital thing coming in, the ultimate goal is to destroy the economy.
Well, absolutely.
Before the digital can come in, the economy has to be wiped out totally. And
yeah, I know that. But I mean, some people are beyond, okay? But sow the seed and let it germinate. If you just say, have you heard of the Great Reset? And they'll say, no. How many people have said no? That I know. No, I haven't heard of that. And then I say, well, have you heard of the digital wallet? Oh, yeah, we've heard about that.
Yeah.
And then all you say is the digital wallet is part of the Great Reset. It's called the 4th Industrial Revolution. It's part of the 4th Industrial Revolution, and then you explain the 1st Industrial Revolution was steam from coal power, steam, generated steam. Then you had a 2nd Industrial Revolution, which was electricity. Then you had the 3rd, which was technology, like radio waves, telephone. Then the 4th Industrial Revolution is a mixing.
Rich, can I ask you a question? I've been watching a lot of videos lately about the the previous reset, the Great Reset, and from what I'm seeing, they had this technology of electricity.
When was that, Rob? Which Great Reset was that?
Back in the sometime in the 1800s. Back in the 1800s. You know, like the world shows, the world.
Oh yeah.
They had all this power and lighting, and buildings that were absolutely phenomenal. Back in the 1800s.
Yeah.
And they even had electric cars back then as well.
They were expositions.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
listen, Rob. Rob, that was in the past, mate. That's history. There's no guarantee that it's all true.
Yeah, but that was definitely a reset. They've done a previous reset before.
You could say that, but we don't know. But the past, Rob, if I said to you, well, prove it, how are you going to prove it?
Well, we've got the photos of these, what do you call them?
Expose. An expose, yeah. Is it an exposition?
Yeah.
Not an expose. That's what we're trying to do. Listen, Rob, the now and the future. That's all we're interested in. The past, history is a lie. Anything that happened before we were born, we've only got his own hearsay.
But the interesting thing is, Richard, most of what I've been seeing, they have hidden they have hidden from the public. So the majority of people today aren't aware of these expeditions and technology that they had back then.
Yeah, I'm still here, mate. It's just,
Okay.
there I am.
Dave's gone now, by the way.
That's okay. But it's so crucial. Just, you know, it's just feeding the public. That's what we've got to do. We've got to feed the public with whatever it is we can glean from each other.
I know what you're saying, Rich. The future is the most important thing, not the past, not history. The future.
Yeah.
I understand that, but you've got to also ask the question: why have they hidden things in history from us? Why?
Well, because they don't want them to be seen, mate.
Yeah.
You know.
But they're making out us to be the technological generation that's far surpassed any previous generation or time in history.
Yeah.
And I believe that it's been like a setback reset. So in other words, these people are getting too technologically advanced. We're going to have to cut them back.
So who's done the reset though? Who's actually been the ones implementing the reset?
The same people that are at the top of that pyramid today, mate. That's what I believe.
And why would they do that?
To keep the people under control.
Until now.
Yeah.
Until this moment in time. I've gone again. Until this moment in time.
Yeah. Yeah, they've still got one card to play, David says. It's the alien card. Alien.
Yeah.
I think they had an asteroid card as well, didn't they? A big asteroid heading towards the Earth. So that might be part of the alien thing.
Our steroid. There's my phone going, hear it? Listen to this.
Go on.
Hello. Oh, it's my landline going then. Nobody knows my landline number apart from me mum.
Oh, I know it.
Oh, hello. Oh, and you know it as well, yeah.
Is it me you're looking for? Hello.
All right. So if they held back with all the technology until this moment in time, why this moment in time have they released it? Is it because of the dates? 2023.
They haven't released all the technology. I don't believe they've released all of it.
Oh no! Doubtless there's things hiding, just waiting in the wings. Even if it's just like your old G Whiz, because they're on about 6, 7. You know. Oh, here we go.
It's like the electric car. People, the generation of today think that the electric car is a new advancement. They had the electric cars back in the late 1800s.
How do you know?
And that's a fact. That's a fact. There's photographs to prove it.
Oh, for crying out loud. Are there photographs, Rob?
Yes. Yeah, I've seen the photographs. I've seen them.
Just like there's photographs of Globe Earth.
No, not those sort of photographs, because they are they're photoshopped. These are real photos.
Yeah. But all right then. So if they suppressed all this technology, and now they're releasing it. Why now? Why this period in time?
Well, maybe we're coming to the time period now where, well, the Bible says, doesn't it? The truth has to come out, and nothing hidden will not be revealed.
Yeah, but why today? Why in 20? Why? Firstly, I know why 2020, the old whatnot was released on the world. It was the eve of 2020, because 2020 is your perfect vision, and then they had, but they had Agenda 21 to work towards. So from the the cusp of 2020. They had a year to get implementation of whatever it is they were getting ready for the start of Agenda 21. Then we had Agenda 20. We're in Agenda 22 now, which is wars, rumors of wars. We got the food crisis, which I think the starting pistol for the food crisis to kick off was when they blew up those wheat silos in, was it Lebanon, in Beirut Harbor? Remember, it was the Russians had all that ammonium nitrate in that storage because it had been confiscated or something.
I remember that. It was that.
Absolutely, I got it on video. I actually recorded it, and it was that, to me, in hindsight now, or in hindsight a year ago, when we knew what was going to happen, that to me was like the starting pistol of let's attack the food system.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to. I get a bit distraught. It's a bit annoying. This.
Well, don't worry about it, Richard, because we can still.
Don't worry.
Don't panic.
Puts me off. Yeah, but so that was the starting pistol for the food crisis. So we've now got wars, famine, pestilence, diseases. So the TP PSYOP, TP.
What does TP stand for?
The alien card, the TP PSYOP, TP. It's like a wigwam, isn't it? The firmament, prepping everyone for shortages. Yeah. Yeah, people have been warning about food shortage. My beloved, okay, she used to be like, oh wait, stop going on about it, stop going on. And I'm saying, listen, this is what's going to happen. This is years ago. This is why we split up. I'm too heavy. And I'm saying, listen, this is, they'll create food shortages. Start prepping. Just buy an extra tin of beans every day. Buy two things instead of one. Don't worry about that. Not worried about that. And then it was within, I don't know, definitely within a year that she said, you know what, Richard, you've been spot on, and I've been spot on about everything. Not because I'm clever. It's just because, I'm clever enough not to watch the television. Yeah, so I am clever, I guess. And then just know the script and know how to control baby formula. TP. What's TP? Toilet paper. Gosh. The toilet roll. Yeah, that was the last social experiment, because the old whatnot, the holiday, that was it. It was a live exercise. Donald Trump said it. It's a live exercise. You should have told me. And that was it. Baby formula. Yeah. Bill Gates is invested in baby formula. Bezos, he's invested in it.
I've always been a great believer, Richard. With all these baby milks and everything you can buy. Yeah. We don't know what they're putting in that. When I was a baby, right, I was breastfed as a baby, and I'm a great believer that is the best way to not only protect the child from all them outside nasty bugs, but your body builds up a good defense. And I'm going to let you into a secret now. Bless her, my mum, she died about 11 years ago. But I got told, I only got told this when I was older. I was breastfed. I was breastfed, right?
Yeah.
And I made my mother's nipples really sore. So I couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah.
I couldn't get enough of it.
Yeah. What was it?
But that's true. I'm not making that up. I made her nipples really sore.
Yeah.
She told me that later in life.
Yeah.
I said, well, all I can say, Mum, is sorry, but I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah. And then is that why you drink? Is that why you drink so much now?
Excuse me, I've only had 2 pints. I've got some
Well,
wine.
I'm joking, mate. I'm joking. I'm, you know me. I'm a recovering heavy drinker. Let's say. Yeah.
That's all that cider vinegar.
Well, I've been a heavy drinker all my life.
Oh yeah.
It's only the last 2 years.
I
It's only the last 2 years, Rob. I'm not a drinker at home. I've always been a pub goer. I've always been a sociable drinker. But I will drink until me, you know, until I'm always the last out of the pub. I'm always the last out of the pub. But I'm a sociable drinker. The only thing I'll have home here would be the occasional bottle of like cider or porter or something like that. But if I was a home drinker, I'd just be drinking brandy and port. That was it. But that's dangerous stuff for people like me and you. So you know, but as soon as they shut the pubs down and then they reopened them again, I swore. Particularly with Witherspoons, because I used to use Witherspoons a lot. They had 2 in the town here. One was really very, very sociable, and yeah. But as soon as they shut it down and they opened it back up, and it was stand up, put your mask on, sit down, take your mask off, stand up. I did a video of it. It got taken down. Because I did mention about. I did mention that at some point it would be you can't come in unless you had the old holiday, okay? And it was on one of my, it's up on BitChute, this video, but I got a strike for that as well. But what I actually did do is I made a mistake of giving some medical opinion on what the old holiday would actually do. And it was sort of like ending of life sort of thing, you know.
We're on about the vacation now, aren't we? Vacation.
Yeah, vacation. Yeah, holiday.
Yeah.
But anyway, for crying. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I swore. That's it. I'm boycotting pubs. There's 2 pubs I use. They're I call them backdoor pubs, actually, by people that know what's going on, really. So I'm quite lucky, but I haven't been to a pub in a long time. But it was, and that was it. I thought, right, stuff it. I'm going to boycott pubs.
I remember you telling me about that. Yeah, because of all the hassle.
Well, it wasn't just so much the hassle. It was the fact that Witherspoons had bought into this system. They were actually part of this system. And Tim Martin is like the owner of Witherspoons. And he actually, when Brexit was going on, and I'm a Brexiteer, not that it makes any odds, really, because we're under the governance of the military are under the governance of Brussels and NATO. You know, and we're all meant to be subservient to the higher powers. Ain't nothing to do with this country, so it doesn't really matter whether we were members of the EU or not. And I wouldn't be surprised if they took us out of the EU, even though most people, even if the vote was to remain in the EU, it wouldn't have surprised me if they actually. Because it was close, wasn't it? It's 51-49%, something like that. I wouldn't be surprised for some reason that they said, right, we'll take Great Britain out of the EU because we're quite a strategic nation. And you got to think this, Rob. We, as a country, we got off very lightly the last 2 years. We got off very, very lightly. Apart from the city of London, which is its own little nation, where I think David shared a video of like the police in action in London when oh, what's his name? David Icke was there, and they were having like hundreds of thousands of people.
Yeah.
And they brought the militarized police in quite heavy-handed then. But it wasn't the same as, you know, we as a nation, we got off very, 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 very lightly for a reason. What is the reason, do you reckon? Is it because we're a piddly little island and, you know, we're sort of like a stepping stone from America to Europe, you know, because, you know, they got the USAF, the United States Air Force, they got their own bases dotted all over this country. Not one they share just with they share with the RAF. They got their own bases, and they've gone right up to the Russian border, right across Europe. But we're like a stepping stone, you know, like we were during the war, Second World War, like a stepping stone from America to Europe.
I must admit, Richard, that is something that I thought about quite a lot. How come we have got off so lightly?
Yeah.
You know, whereas like for me, for example, when I got onto a bus, I never wore one of them. Never. Yeah. I just got on the bus, showed my card, saying I am exempt, and that were it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But other countries, they wouldn't let them on the bus.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's something. Say again.
Supermarket shopping, same thing. I used to go in the supermarket. There'd be somebody at the door as you go in. Can you wear a mask, please? There you go. Okay.
You didn't even need to present a card, Rob. I just said I'm exempt. They were so polite. People were just so polite. Apart from I went in a charity shop, the Art Foundation. There was this little old lady there, and I was with my mum at the time. And we'd gone into town. She'd visited, and we'd gone into town doing a charity shop, and it was a Heart Foundation. And I walked in, and she said, "Oh, could you put a mask on?" And I said, "Oh, I'm exempt." She said, "Oh, okay. Could you sanitize your hands then?" I said, "No, I don't use that stuff. It brings me out in. I'm allergic to it." She said, "Oh, you can't come in then." I said, "Well, yes. If my mum wasn't there, I would have just, I don't know, might have decked her. You never know." Little old lady, and I thought, "Ah, stuff that." But my mum was there, so I didn't cause a fuss. She's like, you know, nobody can tolerate me when I'm out. Not even my beloved ex.
One second. Ooh.
But
my back. Oh.
yeah, yeah. So Wetherspoons are propaganda houses. BBC, yeah. BBC on in every pub, yeah. You know, and sport and all that. Yeah, I've had it. I haven't watched a game of football for years. More than fluoride in baby formula. Yeah. I was having a chat today with a young. There's a young guy on my plot. He's about 20. He's 22. Okay, and he's a son of another guy he's a son of a guy that's got a plot up there that I met when I first moved out there, and I got really well. And then his son decided to get a plot. He's ever so nice, and but he works with. He's with a scout group, okay, and I was telling him about the health benefits of things like dandelion. I demonstrated how to eat like stinging nettle leaves, so you don't get stung. And I just explained like there's 4 times as much vitamin C. These are things he didn't know. He's a rural guy, but he didn't sort of know this. But what have you been doing, Rob? What have you done to your back?
Pardon?
What have you done to your back?
Oh, 3 days ago at work, I was moving some heavy stuff, and I shouldn't have lifted it. And I've been suffering for the last 3 days, my friend.
Did you bend your knees?
Well, I was actually, it was at the correct level and everything, but because of the weight of the items,
Yeah.
it was more than I should have really tried to lift, and that's, I think I pulled a muscle in my back. It's nothing major, but it's just uncomfortable. When I'm stood upright, or sat upright, I'm fine. But if I go to sit down or stand up or try and lean forward or do my shoelaces up, it's agony.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be right in a few days.
Well, I would give you some advice, Rob, but I'm not medically qualified, and I might get done for some sort of misinformation.
Medical misinformation.
Yeah. Say things like, if you keep your back straight at all times, bend your knees. You know, am I allowed to say that? Is that medical misinformation?
No, that's not medical misinformation.
Have a hot bath. Is that medical misinformation?
What?
Have a hot bath.
No, that's all good advice.
Yeah, it's advice.
All things that I already know.
Mate.
That deep heat spray, that's quite good as well, you know.
Deep heat. What's in deep heat?
Yeah. What's in it?
Yeah.
I think it's got ibuprofen in it. That's
Yeah,
one
you
of the
know,
ingredients.
yeah, ibuprofen is affects the heart.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well,
I've got
as far as medication goes, Rich, if I get a headache, I can't remember the last time I took a tablet for a headache. You must be going back years.
Yeah.
And I've had a few headaches, but I always see it through, you know.
Yeah. Well, most headaches, Rob, are caused by dehydration. Did you know that?
I know where you're coming here with this now.
No, it's nothing to do with you being an alcoholic, Rob, honestly.
Oh, you swine!
No, honestly. I have had a lot of surgery, okay, on my head. And I probably in the last 6 years, I might have taken about half a dozen paracetamol.
In how long?
In about 5 or 6 years.
I don't think I've even took that many.
Yeah, but I've had a lot of surgery that has left my head not very comfortable. But water with bicarbonate of soda in it. If I got a headache, not a facial pain or head pain, but if I got a headache, water with bicarbonate of soda. Bicarbonate of soda is like an electrolyte, okay? But most of this is why they say drink a pint of water before you go out on the piss. It's because alcohol dehydrates your body and it dehydrates your brain, and your brain shrinks. Oh, that hurts.
Somebody actually told me a pint of milk is better. Because it puts a lining, a pint of milk. Somebody told me once, drink a pint of milk because it puts a lining on your stomach.
Yeah, we're on about headaches, Rob, not stomach ache.
No, I'm not on about stomach ache, but I'm saying drinking, somebody who may have a hangover because of the amount they've drunk, before you go out, instead of drinking a pint of water for dehydration, drink a pint of milk. Probably drink both. That's probably the answer.
Well, how much of milk is water? What percentage of milk is water?
Well, it depends if it's semi-skimmed or gold top, doesn't it?
Well, what do you drink? You're probably posh, aren't you? You probably drink diamond top.
I don't think. I don't
drink dairy.
Even get gold top anymore. I don't think you can get gold top anymore. I drink the normal full fat milk.
No, you can still get it.
Semi-skimmed sometimes.
I bought me nan a bottle of gold top from Tesco's. Oh, when she was alive, back I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that, as a Christmas gift. Because I was brought up around my nan's on gold top, and it was nice. Cup of tea with my nan, proper tea.
Makes a lovely cup of coffee, does gold top.
Oh, yeah, it's very creamy, but and then when the milkman disappeared, she couldn't get it anymore. Honestly, that's serious. What, then eradicating the milk, eh?
You said when the milkman disappeared, she couldn't get it anymore. Do you mean
Yeah.
the milk or something else?
My nan was an upstanding, morally righteous person, Robert. She was happily married until, well, she's still happily married to my granddad now. They're both, hopefully, they're in heaven, waiting. But yeah, what a horrible thing to say. I'm only kidding.
I'm only joking with you, Richard. You know that.
The milkman used to be a milkman. The milkman was a crucial. Hello, Terry. Condensed milk sandwich. Yeah, I was on about condensed milk the other day. Funny enough, about Jamaica. It's like a Jamaican thing, isn't it? For putting in coffee.
I like it. I tell you what, I love condensed milk on porridge. I haven't had porridge for absolutely ages, but porridge, nice and thick, condensed milk on the top. I love it.
Yeah, milk. Milk is well, you got to think where the milk comes from, and milk comes from cows. And what do they stick in cows? It's a very cruel industry anyway. But what do they stick in cows?
God knows what they pump cows with now.
Well, David Yates pointed out. He knows. He knows how they drug up every farm animal.
All them chickens that he used to watch, didn't he? He used to say that chickens, remember that?
Pigs. They're all given some sort of
jibby jabby.
Well, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are. You know, and you just got to think that just goes right through the food chain. I won't put horse shit or cow shit on my allotment just because I don't know, you know, what I'm adding to my allotment. So if somebody come up and say, "Here, do you want some manure?" I'll say, "No, thanks. No, thanks." Because I'm,
you want some shit, Rick? You want some shit, Rick? That's what somebody said. Shit, Rick?
Somebody said to me, "Here, do you want some manure to put on your rhubarb?" I said, "No, I'd rather have custard."
That's almost as bad as somebody saying to me, "When you go to the toilet, what hand do you wipe your bum with?" And I say, "I don't use one. I use toilet paper."
Yeah. Yeah, but you got, you know. But anyway, I was having a chat with this little young guy today, and he knew about the Great Reset. No, he didn't know about the Great Reset because he was on about getting a small holding, okay. And I said to him, saving out this money. He's a very, very astute young man, this guy, and he was on about he's actually saving to buy some land because he wants to be self-sufficient and off-grid. And I said, "Well, are you familiar with the Great Reset then?" He said, "No, not quite." I said, "Are you familiar with the digital wallet?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm familiar with that." Well, I said, "That's all part of the Great Reset."
Yeah.
And the mantra of the Great Reset is you will own nothing and you will be happy.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to buy land.
No.
And own it. You won't. The only way is to be able to rent it. And you can't rent because the government will re-own it. The government will re-own it. And then it will be rented off. Everything will be rented off the government. So all these people, and this is the thing, this is the scary thing, Rob, that will wake people up. Because I said years ago, after Jimmy Savile, after all the bullshit that BBC have come out with, after all this thing the government do that are provable unrighteous and dishonourable, I you know, paedophiles in power in Westminster and all that jazz. And I've said something that the government are going to do is something so awfully and obvious one day that the people are just going to snap and wake up and realise. But nothing they've done, even Jimmy Savile, people still watch the BBC and trust the BBC. They might not trust them, but they do what they say throughout this whole last 2 years, the same as the government. How many people trust the government that you've ever asked? None. How many people trust the BBC? None. But they still do what they say. But I've said that something's going to happen that's going to wake the whole world up, and it ain't happened yet. But this is the thing about this is a double-edged sword. This Great Reset, because you say to somebody digital wallet, right? And most people are aware of the digital wallet. All you've got to say is mention things like Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency. People have heard of that. Most people have heard of that. So I'm guessing that the mainstream media and the BBC have reported on Bitcoin and digital currency and this and that, and then that leads directly to the Great Reset. And as soon as you only need to say two things, have you heard of the Great Reset? And they'll say, no, I haven't. All right, and then you've just got to say the mantra of the Great Reset is you will own nothing and you will be happy. And then you go on to the fourth industrial revolution, which is mixing your digital wallet and sticking it in your body. So all you've got to do is swipe your hand. It's a narrative. I use it every single day, at least once.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. And I say to people, right, have you had the holiday? The vacation? And they say, yeah. The number of people that look at me like, and friends that look at me like they're ashamed.
Well, it's interesting you should say that, Richard, because several people at my workplace, right, who have had 2 and some triple vacations, they are now saying, looking back as how things have unfolded, I wished I'd never ever took them, because they got told, if you don't have that, you won't have a job. If you don't have that, you won't be able to go on holiday abroad. If you don't have that, you won't be able to come in here and buy this and that. And it put the fear of God into them.
Yeah.
And that's why they were what I call forced into it.
Well, coerced,
but without using their logic, without using their own thinking, they went along with it, like the majority did. And unfortunately, whatever comes out next, the majority will still follow suit. But there are a number now that have learned, I should say, from what's happened.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
they've seen some of the after effects. They've seen the results of the outcome of, like, after the 2-year period, and they've thought to themselves, "Why did I do that?"
Yeah.
And I've heard that personally.
Yeah. Got a number of people. We're going right back to the beginning. Have you had the whatnot? And these are builders. These are people that are on building sites. And it was the first thing I did. I've had about 3 strikes, I think, for videos I've uploaded when I went to, just going out, saying about, about the old whatnot, and how much it has been, is part of an agenda, and it's part of an agenda to collapse the world for the Great Reset.
But,
and,
go on.
But this is the thing. So I'll say, oh, right, this is what I say now. Have you had the old whatnot? They'll say, yeah. I say, so what happens when they want to stick a microchip in you? They say, oh, I'm not having that.
Yeah.
Or I'm not having that. Most people say, well, I'm not having that. And I say, right, we'll see then. We'll see. We'll just see how you're going to cope.
Yeah.
And whether you stand by it or you're coerced into having it because you want to go on holiday.
Yeah.
This is why it's so crucial, Rob, to even if you just get a T-shirt with the Great Reset, ask me about it, or we'll go around town with a banner. I've been meaning to do it for the last 2 weekends. Is to make a big banner, but I've only managed to get something that's big enough and sturdy enough to get my message on about the Great Reset. You will own nothing, you will be happy. That's all you need on it. And then you don't have to say anything. People will come up and say, "What the flipping heck's all that about?" Then
Well, that's what you want. You want people to come to you and ask you.
Absolutely. Create curiosity.
Yeah.
Create
Yeah.
curiosity. If you put
Yeah.
digital wallet on it as well, you know, people assimilate with digital wallet because they know about it.
Yeah.
You know.
You see that comment by David?
Yeah. You know what is an antenna for the eventual digital wallet ID?
Yeah.
Which you know what's this? Oh. It keeps saying my camera's unplugged. Plug it back in or select a different camera. So it's no big. I'm not too worried, but it's a bit.
Richard, you're permanently unplugged. What are you on about?
Yeah.
I'm only kidding. You know that.
Yeah. Well, Well, at least you didn't see my hand gesture then. What time have you got until, Rob? Oh, here we go again.
Right. Yeah. It's going to be out another 15 minutes.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. I've got about 15 minutes left, mate.
All right, my friend.
So what I wanted to ask you, now that you've mentioned that, because I want to get this in, and it was supposed to be the main topic of the conversation tonight. Do you think that what is happening now with this new disease that's supposedly spreading rapidly, do you think this is going to be another agenda for the Doctor Who, the TARDIS?
Well, I mean, Bill Gates has actually come out and said that there's something. Oh, there's something. Yeah, I'm playing up here. They actually came out and said, going back, about the next one will. You remember that? He was sat on a couch with his beloved wife, and he said people might not. Yeah, they changed my camera. Well, oh, flipping out. Right, I might go out and come back in, Rob.
That's all right. Yeah, no worries. The dog named David Yates. If you're well, you are still on, obviously. Dog named Boo loves your channel and your books, and it's much appreciated, as it is from all of us, all your friends. It's appreciated, David. And like Richard said earlier, don't ever think that you're wasting your time, because if you just drop a few seeds for people to start using their noggin, start thinking for themselves, using constructive thinking, that means you've done your work and you've fulfilled what you think. Whether you've got 1,000 people, if one person out of those 1,000 is enlightened to the truth, then you've succeeded, my friend. Don't ever think that your time, that what you do on this platform is wasted. Never think that, David. So we've lost Richard for the time being, but no doubt he'll be coming back in shortly. David and a dog named Boo are commenting together here. Thank you, David. Thank you, a dog named Boo. Yeah, nice one. Terry C, hi, David. Yeah, Dave, you're well loved on your channel, my friend. And that's why I said when I texted you the other day about using coded words, and you know, we'd hate to lose you on YouTube. And I know your frustrations and all that, but we want to keep you on here. Don't get yourself knocked off the channel, off the network, because of something you've said. You know, you can still get the message across, but do it in a discreet way. And says, yes, David Yates, fantastic job, mate. See, you're loved, my friend. Everybody loves you, David, and they appreciate everything you're doing. Everything that you do is appreciated. We can't thank you enough, and I admire you. How you find the time to get all these books out, walk the dogs, and look after your wife, and everything else you need to do. It's incredible, mate. You're a phenomenon. If that's the right word. We appreciate you. We really do. Yeah, all right, Rob. It's not my channel. It's ours. I understand that, but yes, what I'm saying, what I'm trying to put across here, is that you are the inspiration. You inspired me. I came across your channel. What was it? Just over 2.5 years ago, I think it was, and you inspired me. I had my own thoughts and my doubts, but I never voiced my own opinion. I never made the effort to put on a YouTube channel and speak to people like you did, and and I admired you, and that's what prompted me to be where I am now. So I thank you as well. Me personally, I thank you, David, for everything you've done for me. Yeah. Annette Roberts, hello Annette, thank you for joining us. There you go, another one. Love David's work. There you go. You are one well-loved person. It looks like Richard's coming back in now, so we'll just get him back in. Add to stream.
Hello, mate.
There we go.
I can't. Sorry about that. I missed all that.
Richard, I was just saying, there's all these people saying how they appreciate what David does and how he's loved and all that.
Oh, absolutely.
When I said about his channel, he said, Rob, it's not my channel, it's ours. That was lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a good team.
Yeah.
There's a good network. There's a good network that's developed. And this is the thing, we're sort of dotted all up and down and across the country. Okay. Across the world as well, but in this country we're all sort of pinpointed in different regions and different locations. So when everything does go down, we've still got that little network of people that know what's happening.
Yeah.
We got all over the country, up and down Scotland. There's people in Ireland, but all up and down and across this country. There's little pockets of people that understand. It's just a shame we're not all sort of linked, really, but it's a shame my camera's messed up.
Don't worry about it, my friend.
I can't help but worry, mate.
I'm looking. Excuse me. I'm looking at one of Ant's comments here. Needs on top of his plastering game. Bless him.
Needs to what?
Dave, he does plastering, doesn't he? There's a lot of plastering with David.
Yeah.
And Ant says needs to top of his plastering game, though. I don't know if Ant said plaster.
Absolutely.
No, David, I'm not stealing the limelight. You're stealing the limelight, my friend. You're number one in my book.
Yeah.
Richard comes a very close second.
Oh.
What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no?
Oh, you get nothing for being second, Rob.
Yeah, but I only met you because I got involved with David Yates. I didn't meet you till I met David Yates. I met you after David.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
I still love you.
You know how to tear a man down. See, what you've done is you competitionize it, Rob. This is what they do at school.
I have not.
You have. This is what they do at school. If you're not number one, if you're not number one in the classroom, you are not Mr. Popular. If you're like at the bottom of the class with things, nobody likes you, and that will follow you on through life.
All right. Okay, I'll rephrase it. You, Richard the Stonemason, Mark Freemason, and David Yates are number one together.
No, you
Right.
can't. No, Rob, I just watched you. You can't unpick what you've just said. What I've seen it and I heard it. You said it. Second place. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this hold it. This is what about this one as a scenario then? Let's have the baton relay. So we're all passing the baton, the same baton, the baton of truth, and we're all having a little sprint with the baton of truth. So we just pass it on. So we're on the winning team, mate.
That's the way to look at it.
There
Exactly.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
This
Thank
goes
you,
back.
Richard.
This goes back to Ubuntu. Okay, have you heard of Ubuntu? U-B for Bravo, U-N-T-O-U. Ubuntu.
I'm glad you spelled that out. I thought you said a bump to. I thought
No,
I might do that.
Ubuntu. I think there's like a missionary goes into the jungle, comes across
Right,
a
I've not heard
tribe.
of that. No,
Haven't you?
I've not heard of that. You have to explain that to me.
Well, I started. Listen up. This is when we had there's two great resets. There's Klaus Schwab's and there's our great reset. Okay. Now we need some grounding morals. Okay. We got common law: don't kill, don't steal, don't cause offence, don't cause harm. Ubuntu, exactly that. Antec designs.
Yeah. Antec designs. Yeah. I couldn't pronounce it. I was trying to work it out. Antec design.
Right. Let me explain briefly. This missionary goes in, or this missionary explorer goes into the jungle, comes across a tribe. He comes, all the children are there. There's all these children in this village. Okay, he gets them all together and he says, right, this bowl of fruit I've got here, I'm going to walk 100 yards over to that tree stump. I'm going to put the bowl of fruit on the tree stump. And I'm going to walk back to you, children, and I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and you're all going to run to it. And whoever gets to the bowl of fruit first gets the bowl of fruit. So anyway, he did it. He walked up to the tree stump with a bowl of fruit. He put the bowl of fruit on the tree stump. He walked back to the children. He said, 1, 2, 3, go. And all the children held hands and they all ran to the bowl of fruit. And they all got there at the same time and they all picked up the bowl of fruit and they walked back. And the guy looked at them and said, why'd you do that? And they all looked around and said, how can one of us be happy if the rest of us are sad?
That's interesting.
It is, isn't it? And that is a moral to that story is, how can one of us be happy if the rest of us are sad?
Yeah.
Which is, again, this is what they do in school. They competitionize everything. You know? They do. And they create criminals. They create truants. They create ill behavior. They create... Everything is designed to ruin children and ruin the potential of children by forcing them to develop at an unnatural pace and interested in not things that they are naturally interested in at that specific point in time. Because most children, by the time they're 16, will be able to read and write. Okay, but you've got to learn how to do a certain type of mathematics by the time you're a certain age. So by the time you're 8, you need to know your 10 or your 100 times table or whatever. Okay, you know. But there's going to be the odd child that ain't really interested in numbers at that age. They're interested in other things, but they're forced to learn something they're not interested in at that specific moment in time, which makes them resent school. And I witnessed it at school. The number of people that didn't like games or physical education or, you know, maths or geography or anything they were forced to do, they truanted. If you've got a truant, you've got a 50% chance of creating a criminal or somebody that can't get a decent job because they've got this criminal record. they were truants. Oh, you were a truant at school, you know. And why were you a truant? A lot of truants because they were being abused sexually
Yeah.
and physically and mentally.
Yeah.
So
Well, when I was at school, Rich, they used to say, and I think this was just to make you want to participate, because I don't believe they meant it. They said, it's not the winning, it's the participating that matters. That's what they used to say at school.
Yeah, but why is there a
Right.
prize for the winner, though?
Exactly.
There's a prize for the winner.
Yeah.
So the important thing is, whatever the prize is, the prize might be, well, I don't know, a bag of sweets, bowl of fruit, day off, anything. But there is a prize for the winner. You know?
Yeah.
And it's grossly unfair, and it's all by design. It's by design. Because what the system needs is it needs thugs, it needs criminals. You know, it needs people that don't mind going out and shooting somebody in the head that they've never ever met with a sniper rifle, or beating somebody over the head in the high street. You know, like they've been doing the last 2 years. Random people they've never met, they've never done them an ounce of harm. They just, you know, shoot them, rubber bullets, cosh them over the head with a baton, physically beat them up. I'm talking about the police here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, and these police that say, "Oh yeah, well, I'm going in because I want to uphold the law." No, you don't want to uphold the law. Otherwise, you be in that government, you be in Parliament, you'd be arresting every single politician for breaking the law, for treason. It's true. The whole system needs a great reset, but it's, you know, a new world order is a really, really brilliant idea, but it's not governed by the people that are aiming to govern it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
A new world order is you know, all about saying, okay, so we've had our period of wars between nations, and we've learned that wars don't solve anything. All wars do is perpetrate more war. So we've learned now not to get tribal. That we don't need to take over another country or another tribe or another area to benefit from, say, you know, a country that grows bananas. Oh, we want bananas. We'll go and invade that country. How ironic is that? There is no such thing as coincidence.
Unfortunately, I am going to have to cut this short, but I just want to ask you one question which you didn't actually answer earlier.
Okay.
Do you think that what is happening now with this latest Bubbles, Michael Jackson's Bubbles chimp, do you think that this is going to be used to a greater extent somewhere, you know, further down the line?
I think this is quite a serious thing, Rob. I think it's quite a serious illness.
Serious in what way? Because it's not a serious infection. It's very hard to actually catch it.
How hard is it? It's caught by the exchange of fluids.
Yes, or body contact with the bubble.
Well, here's one thing they've actually.
If I was stood 2 feet from you talking to you, I'd say there's a 99% chance that I wouldn't get it. I'd have to actually physically kiss you, and that's not going to happen. Or I'll rub your bubbles on my skin.
Yeah,
that's how hard it is to catch it.
Yeah, Rob, you know what they do with airplanes, don't you? You know what airplanes do with their contrails.
Yeah.
You know what they just drop from that system. There's one way to spread something, okay?
Right.
And ask yourself this: why is Great Britain and the rest of the world expected to take in refugees from a country when we're in danger? We're still in danger from the old whatnot, the original whatnot. How come they've opened the world up now to exchange people? is the risk now gone?
Well, yeah. It's a
not.
contradiction in terms, isn't it? It's a contradiction of what they've said. It's a total contradiction. It does. None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. But people, they watch the social media, they watch the news, and they think, oh my God, right? Are we going into another lockdown?
Right.
Oh my God, am I going to catch this? Oh my God, look at the skin. I don't want to get that.
Yeah.
Fear-mongering. It's all about fear-mongering.
What happens? Now I've experienced this. I have radiotherapy, and I've experienced and on my face. I had it for a month. The last week, I thought I was going to die, but my face. I'll actually share the images one time, just to show you what happens with radiotherapy and how the radio waves. However, I don't fully understand how it works, but how that affects the skin and the cells visually. What happened to me? Blisters. Okay, from something that's not going to be dissimilar to the old gee whiz. Okay. Now, radiation poisoning from cell phones. I did a video on it. It was taken down again. It was the correlation between the long illness, okay, the old whatnot we've just gone through, the symptoms for that, and the symptoms of radiation poisoning were exactly the same. I did a video on it. It's up on YouTube. It's up on BitChute. I got a strike for it, but it was up for a long time on YouTube. It got a huge amount of views. But what can they do to blister people's skin and make them think that they've got the old chimp disease?
Michael Jackson's monkey disease.
They got bubbles, yeah. They got bubbles. They got blistered skin, which is the same thing that radiation poisoning can do. So there's the correlation between something that David just, oh, God bless you, David. We'll look forward to getting together.
Yeah, we'll get you on soon, David. We'll get you on, mate. We'll get you on.
We need a chat, David. Or we need, it'd be nice to have one. But anyway, the gee whiz, okay, is a hidden agenda. Nobody's really talking about the gee whiz as something that causes symptoms that are similar to the symptoms of other things. Okay, and they haven't ramped it up yet. They haven't ramped it up full tilt.
Of course they haven't.
Because people would know about it.
5 and 6G, that's going to be the turning point, I think.
Well, 5G, yeah. 5G will be it. But once they start ramping that up and isolating people because their individual barcode that is in their phone or in their chip, their dog chip, but the gee whiz is just something that's going by the by, really, as something that causes similar symptoms to a lot of other things. Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut you short, Richard, but I really have got to go. Well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight in the chat with your comments. We really appreciate it, both myself and Richard and David. It's been a pleasure to have you all with us.
Yeah.
And we will be doing another live stream soon.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
perhaps we can continue this in a part 2, Rob, because if we come back, say maybe next week at some point, and just continue this same thing, because there might be a few more revelations in the news, or there's so much really that it all links together, and the symptoms of a lot of things are exactly the same. But the old monkey see, monkey do thing. And a great reset. We need to address that, and wake everybody up. But there's so many things. But
Like
yeah,
you say, I only watch the mainstream media, the news and everything, just to see what they're saying, what's going on in the world and all that, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely we'll do a follow up. We'll do a follow up. We'll do a follow up with this one.
Yeah. Hopefully I can sort my computer out. But,
well, get off Windows 3 and you might get somewhere. You know what I mean?
No, it's like it says my browser is governed by my internet provider, which is Vodafone. And you know that you've got the what they call it up in Cheltenham. It's like the CIA of Britain. What do they call it?
MI5.
No, it's not in London. It's not the MI5. It's I forget what it's called now. God bless you
They
all.
killed Diana.
Yeah. Much love to you. Next time, somebody please come on and say hello.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, whatever country you're in, and particularly, well, I'm not just saying particularly Great Britain, but it'd be nice to sort of pinpoint the areas that we can cover.
It's not great anymore, Rich. It used to be. It's not great anymore.
Well, it's not so Great Britain anymore. But
it used to be, but not anymore.
We need more live streams, Paul. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I've been off for a while, so, but anyway, you're in charge there, right?
Time to go. Thank you, everybody, once again. We really appreciate all your comments and your support, and we will see you soon. Won't we, Richard?
We will, but will you see me?
Well, not at the moment because your camera's off.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, mate. You
all
take care. Thank you, Richard.
God bless everyone. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Yeah. Ask God, he'll tell you.
Yes.
He'll tell you what to do.
Yes. 100%.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
God bless. Antec